Candid Kudzai. Conversations flow and women grow. We break taboos, build strong bridges through shared experiences and empowering stories. Welcome to Candid Kudzai, conversations that matter. Join the conversation. Candid Kudzai. This conversation is deeply personal to Kudzai, having lost a dear friend to suicide. Kudzai has walked alongside friends who've lost siblings and spouses. And in her work, she has met patients who've reached the point where life itself felt unbearable. What is striking is that many of them are people you would never expect, people who smile, show up, succeed, yet silently carry a pain so deep it goes unnoticed. In this episode, we are breaking that silence. We're talking about what suicide really is, why it's become so prevalent, how we can recognize the signs, and how to hold space for those who are struggling. Joining us is Bertha Muchadeyi Maringi, a compassionate family therapist who works with individuals and families navigating mental health challenges. Together, we'll unpack not just the pain, but also the hope, because no one should have to fight their battles alone.
Welcome to another edition of Candid Conversations with Kudzai. Today's episode, as you can see, it's not only myself, we've got a guest, and she's officially the resident therapist before she even starts. This is Bertha. How are you, ma'am?
I'm very well, Kudzai. Thank you so much for having me on today's episode. It's such an honor to be here.
Thank you for taking the time, for being patient with me. One day I'm going to tell you about my time management skills and what happened today. So, like you heard in the intro, Mrs. Bertha is a family therapist. So today we're going to be talking about something that's very close to my heart, suicide. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've lost a friend over the years, and I've spoken to people around me. I've not really had a lot of casualties of suicide, but in my line of work, almost every other day I meet someone who has tried to commit suicide. And I always wonder, where are we missing it? So I thought, why not talk about it? I think it's a very valid topic. It's a very relevant topic in today's world.
It is.
So let me not waste time. Like I always say, can you just tell us what exactly is suicide and what are the dynamics involved?
Thank you so much, Kudzai. Like you say, this topic is very relevant in today's world, and even given the stats that suicide is rising, every day. Like even for men, that suicide in men is 4 times higher than in women. And in today's world, especially after COVID, with people losing work, with families dying and not being able to give your loved ones a befitting burial, and financial problems, marriage problems, people are so bogged down by a lot of life issues to an extent that they feel the only way out is to kill themselves.
But is it really a way out?
At that point for them, it's not just about killing themselves, it's not just about ending their lives, but it's about stopping the pain.
Okay.
So the pain becomes too much to a point that they cannot cope. They just want the pain to stop. And what better way, they think, than to just end one's life?
Funny you should say that, because I spoke to a friend of mine who once attempted suicide. And I was asking her, because she had marital issues. And then I said to her, but why didn't you rather just shoot the guy or kill the guy?
Than kill yourself.
Yeah, because he's the problem. Take him out of the picture. And she was like, no, then I'll have to go to prison. And then my kids would hate me for
killing their
father. So it's just better for me to end it all on my side, and then they have happy memories of myself. Is that valid?
For the person.
What will be happening? Is it gradual, or it can just hit anyone? Can I just become suicidal right now?
So it's gradual, unfortunately. And the most unfortunate thing as well is the loved ones or family. We see the red flags, but we don't take it into cognizance. We don't really think about, oh, this is a red flag, this could be happening. But they are telltale signs before somebody attempts suicide or before somebody kills themselves finally.
Like what?
So let's give a scenario. Somebody who's probably lost their job, they were the breadwinner, there is no more finances. So feelings of hopelessness. Somebody keeps saying, this situation is hopeless, or I'm useless, or I'm not good for anything. So those words actually are red flags to think this person is slowly slipping into depression. This person is slowly slipping into the state of, there is nothing more that I can do. So what is it that we now must be looking for? Have they withdrawn from their loved ones? Have they withdrawn from the things that they used to love? They've lost interest, completely lost interest in activities or in family events or even in the people that used to bring them joy. Have they lost interest? So when we are aware, the moment somebody goes through a traumatic event, a moment somebody goes through a life-changing event, losing a wife, losing a husband, being raped, losing a job, divorce, losing a child, being cheated on.
Because I do have a friend right now I'm talking to. She can't get over. She said, I never thought it could happen to me.
Yes.
And I'm like, but it can happen to anyone.
And those are words now that we use when somebody's going through a situation. It has happened to so and so.
So we
came
shouldn't.
out of it. No.
But
they
I'm
came out of
thinking,
it. That person who went through it and came out of it is different. The way they experience that issue and the way they experience the trauma and the pain is completely different from this one.
No, Sis Bertha, think of it in my case. What made it easy for me in my journey into widowhood, in the grief process, was knowing that I'm not the first person. So it has happened and people are surviving. Even now when the going gets tough, I'm like, I'm not the only woman raising children alone. So that's what we think.
That was you.
Okay.
Yes. So I can go through the same thing and think, my husband was my world. I cannot survive without him.
No.
I can't cope. I can't go on. I can't take care of these children. So how people experience trauma and process trauma is uniquely different. Uniquely different. So that's why in therapy we have this concept of individualization.
Okay.
When I see you going through trauma and I see another client, I am not going to take your processing and your experiencing it and project it on this one. I have to allow this one to experience it their own way and help them in their unique journey.
So how do you then give individualized coping mechanisms? Look, now we're already on therapy, but we should have a different episode on therapy.
Maybe let's pack it.
Let's pack that one because
we
now
speak
it's getting,
on yes.
Yeah. So are you saying me saying to someone you're not the first person to go through this can actually trigger?
Yes.
Oh,
it
okay.
Can. So what can you say to somebody who is going through the most traumatic experience and they are showing those red flags of hopelessness? They are withdrawn, they don't want, there is no more joy, they're not enjoying anything, maybe they're not eating or they are not sleeping. Have an open conversation. Are you thinking of killing yourself?
Yeah, just say
be
it
direct
as it is.
Yes.
But when you're so direct, I've been accused so many times of lacking tact.
No. So people think when you ask that question that way, you giving an idea or you are encouraging it. But research has shown, especially in suicide prevention, because I did a program in suicide prevention with the Chicago School of Psychology, and that is the most important question. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Then the person, even if they were thinking about it, it brings them now to the realization to say, maybe let me think about it. And even if they say yes, then you can now start asking the questions, unpacking it. What have you done in preparation for that? Do you have pills? Do you have a gun? Do you have a rope? Are you going to hang yourself? Then that makes you realize, okay, this person is gone to this extent, and how can I help him? Now you find help for them, support for them, people around them. Take away, if they've anything that they've prepared, take away those things. So sometimes somebody might not have prepared, or it's just a thought. Then you start talking, there is hope. You know, in the Christian, because my counseling is Christian family therapy and Christian counseling. So that's why I go back to the Word of God and give them examples. In the book of Psalms, you know, David was in the deepest pit of depression. But who did he call out to? He called out to God.
Encouraged himself
Yes.
in the Lord.
Have you thought about therapy? Have you thought about even journaling? Pouring out your pain onto paper. That helps a lot. So you actually now give them tools that can help them.
I've started sending myself voice notes now.
Yes.
Instead of, because you say
Writing.
you feel like there's never enough time to write. So if I get something like a thought, I'm like, Kudzai, but you know what? Look at it this way, and then I'm voice noting myself. And I think that's a form of journaling that we
Yes,
should
it
actually
is.
even encourage. Because when you go back and listen to it, you're like, okay. But then you know it's not something we talk about, especially in Africa.
Suicide. It's not. And
So
there are reasons.
why? Because I feel I was going to ask you to say, why is it taboo?
Fear. Because people fear that bringing up the subject might actually give the person an idea.
Okay.
And fear of facing reality. You know, we always want to think, if I don't talk about it, then probably doesn't exist or it won't happen.
It won't happen.
So fear, and sometimes discrimination and labeling. You know, people will label you the moment you say, yes, I'm thinking of killing myself, or you're the worst sinner. It's a sin, because in the African culture, you know, Christianity.
Apparently, they actually beat a body if you hang yourself before they bring it down. Is it true?
In some cultures, they do.
I think I've heard, yeah.
So it's that thing that people don't want to bring up the subject, because there is fear, there is, you know, just not wanting to be discriminated against, condemnation as well, to be condemned. And sometimes it's difficult subjects that we think, I would rather not just go there.
Okay. Interesting. So, and then sometimes you find people, like in my line of work, I work in a hospital setting, clinically. You find some people that have attempted suicide. People that if I would meet in the mall, I would envy their life. Oh, this person looks nice. She's well put together, nails on point, makeup on point, clothes on, you know, and even their shopping basket is, you know, looking okay. And then you find them in a hospital bed after having attempted suicide. Sometimes you even find people in their 50s, and I'm thinking, 50s, you've lived life. What are you thinking? I mean, I'm still young. Maybe it can overwhelm me, but at 50, I'm assuming people have lived life. So tell me about, like, is there a profile? Have you guys as therapists profiled to say this is a type of person that might commit suicide? Or does it affect anyone?
Anyone. Suicide, unfortunately, affects anyone. Rich, poor, white, black, men, women. And like you say, you see somebody at the shopping mall or, you know, at church, they are all happy, they are enjoying, or you even maybe at a party, and then boom, tomorrow morning is the message, oh, they drank poison, they killed themselves. Which goes to say, you know, so many people present a facade, you know, the picture that they want the world to look at. Look at celebrities that have committed suicide.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think these people have money.
It all.
Rich people that have committed suicide, they have it all. pastors that have committed suicide.
That's the
These
sad
are
one.
spiritual people. They should know better, but it's inside. It's in a battle that is inside. In the emotional
soul.
pain, the baggages that people don't talk about. So the most important thing that we need to do as a society, as a community, is be open. Find people that you can talk to. Don't keep things inside, because as you keep them inside, they keep piling.
What sort of things?
Trauma, self-doubt. It doesn't matter how much somebody has made it. The world can look at them as a success, but if they don't have that self-belief, confidence.
Or someone affirming them.
So you can look at somebody who grew up in a family where they were told, you will never amount to anything. You'll never be anything. You are a mistake. We wish you were never born. But now that person drives themselves because they want to
prove.
But has the pain and the words been dealt with? No. Every night when they sleep, those words replay. You're good for nothing. You never amount to anything.
And then you feel
You're
like
a mistake.
Imposter
syndrome comes in. So now that pain, because you don't have anyone to talk to, you've got this public image. And because you've got this public image, you feel if people know these are my internal struggles, they will judge me. Fear of judgment, fear of shame, they will never open up. So that's why therapy and counseling is not just a white man's thing. Mental health is not just a white man's thing. But even in the Bible, it says a man surrounded by many counselors is safe. That's in the word of God. Multitude of counsel, there's safety. In the book of Proverbs, is it? Yes. So if God did not believe
that we are in isolation,
yes, we can't live in isolation with our own problems in our own bubble. So it can affect anyone. Rich, poor, male, female, old, young. Do you know the youngest person to ever commit suicide in South Africa was a 6-year-old. 6-year-old. He hanged himself in a school toilet in Limpopo because he was being bullied. Yes. He was being bullied.
Even our children are not
Even
exempt.
our children are not exempt. They're at huge risk. So as a parent, what do you do every day? How do you check in with your child?
How? Tell me. I've got young kids.
So unfortunately, a lot of us are chasing the rand, the dollar. We don't have time. So what I've told many parents is 20 minutes every single day with your child.
Each child.
Every day for each child.
So after
how are you?
That's 1 hour, 20
Absolutely,
minutes.
Kudzai. You can spare that. How was school? Talk to me. What did you do? What did what was said? What conversations did you hear? In that way, once we are consistent in that, our children will not think there is anything that they can speak to us about.
Okay.
So every day check in.
20 minutes
yes.
a day.
So even if I'm at work and my child is at school, I know this is break time, my child has a phone, quickly, hey love, how are you? How's school going?
Let me do that.
They're doing sports. They're at school, it's sports time, they've got their phone. Hi love, how's sports doing? What are you doing? Just check in, one sentence. Even just one word in your child's life every single day. In the morning, they go out to school. What word are they going out with? Useless. You are so lazy. You waste time. I'm late because of you. That's what they're taking to school. The whole day. When they come back from school, what word are they going to bed with?
Have you fixed your
homework? I tell you, you don't listen. You don't want. I'm so dis. That's what internalized the whole night. That's what they're going to bed with.
This one, I must also pack it. That's why I called you my resident, because I'm packing this parenting one.
And then packing the therapy one.
I've packed the therapy, I'm packing the parenting. Let's go back to suicide, Sis Bertha. So, how best to support? You said I cannot project someone's experiences. So tell me, let's use the scenario of this friend of mine who, it's just 2 weeks ago, she cried tears. I was at a loss because she says to me, he's been cheating, and I thought he was a quiet guy, and I thought I was doing everything that a wife should do, but he cheated. And I'm like, it happens to the best of us. And you say that was wrong. So how best would I have approached the situation?
What are you feeling at this moment?
Ask that direct question.
What are you feeling at this moment? Go back when you found out what went through you, what thoughts, what feelings. Let's unpack those. Those feelings are genuine. Don't hide those feelings. Feel them. So when you ask them, what are you feeling at this moment? I feel so hopeless. I feel so useless. I feel like I'm not good enough.
Disappointment.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Disappointed.
good
I'm not
enough,
good
she
enough.
mentioned.
Maybe that one is better. Then you even ask them, have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? What do you see?
That she's already depressed, so she's not looking her best. So she won't see nice things.
Let her say that.
Really?
Yes.
Won't it drive her deeper?
Remember, you want her to feel.
Okay.
You want her to name the feeling.
Okay.
And as they feel and they name the feeling, there's something that happens to the brain, to the mind. Right? So as they name the feeling and they're feeling it, I look ugly, I am, this, I feel depressed. If they're a Christian, you go back to the Word of God. But, okay, you're feeling this way. But have you thought about what does the Word of God say? You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Have you thought about, okay, let's go back. Before this, how were you feeling? So what has changed is because somebody did, not what you did. Then you make them realize what that person did. It's them. It was their choice. Now, yes, it's affecting you, but you have the power to not let something that somebody do affect you.
Okay.
Then you assure them they matter. You assure them their feelings matter. Their feelings are genuine. And you speak with compassion, with empathy, not dismissing, to say, it happens to everyone. Because the moment you say that, oh, so you're dismissing my feelings, because it happens to everyone.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense. I've also come to the realization that when they say depression is a sickness, it really is.
It is.
Because sometimes the way they're processing, a depressed person is processing if their feelings wouldn't make sense to someone like me.
It wouldn't.
Because I know of a friend of mine who said to me, he wants me to cook for him, but I have a maid. That's why she's in the house. She can cook. And I'm thinking, girl, once in a while won't kill you. But in her mind, that's enough to end the marriage.
To end the marriage.
So we shouldn't say, oh, but sometimes how then do we put into perspective these things if we don't silence negative voices?
So in silencing negative voices, right, there is what we do in cognitive behavioral therapy, where we say we are challenging negative distortions or challenging negative narratives. So for a person to go into deep depression is because the negative thoughts and the negative self-talk is actually gone above positive self-talk and positive thoughts.
Okay.
So now when you are telling them, how do you feel? What are you feeling? What do you see? Let them write it down and then ask them, challenge that.
Okay.
I feel ugly? Challenge it. What is the positive thing that you can say? So you're not giving it as an example. Oh, so and so, or I did. No. It's not about you. It's not about so and so, but it's about them. Take them through the process. Negative distortions. Because somebody, when trauma happens, being cheated on, divorce, being raped, you actually have this negative internalization and perspective of self to say, maybe I deserve it. Okay, you feel you deserve it. Let's write it down. Challenge that.
Okay.
Maybe you'll tell me what makes you think you deserve it. What makes you feel you deserve it? Let them unpack it. Let's challenge it with something positive. There are a lot of people who say, this positive thinking, positive talking, it's I wanted
overrated.
To say, but it works. That's how you challenge, you help them challenge
narratives.
Those negativities. So tell them they matter. Their feelings are genuine. And they are not alone.
But if I'm not suicidal, then how can I tell you I understand? Or
You don't understand.
Alone? So how will they know they are not alone?
You are there.
But I'm not suicidal.
Yes. Then you are the sane voice
that is there. So just that you're not alone, I'm here for you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now
you are the sane voice that is there
in the mess.
In the mess.
Okay.
You are not alone. I'm here. But now when you bring yourself to that point to say, you are not alone, I'm here, then be there.
In this busy world, yeah.
So don't give yourself to say you're not alone, I'm here, and you're not going to be there. You make it worse.
Okay.
It's more trauma, it's more pain for the person.
Interesting. So, Sis Bertha, what encouragement would you give to someone that's watching who feels like they've reached the end of the rope? They are hopeless, like you said, they get suicidal when you're hopeless, when you are. You know what I do when I'm hopeless? I just lay down and start crying. So I wouldn't know what else to tell someone. So you be the therapist and tell us what to do so that we don't end up taking our lives.
So, thank you so much, Kudzai. For someone who's out there and you're struggling and you're feeling this is the end of it, one thing that I want to tell you is that help is available. You matter. Your pain is real. Those feelings are genuine. Don't take them for granted. But find help. Don't sit in isolation. People must find help. Help is available. And like you said, when you are feeling overwhelmed and you lie down and you cry, find that one thing that is a fix for you. Because before you get to the point that I'm going to kill myself, it's a journey. You don't just wake up and it's a journey, right? So how have you coped throughout this journey? Has it been journaling? Has it been crying? Has it been hiking? Has it been listening to music? Some people just, watch movies, or they just
watch podcasts.
Yes,
I do that a lot.
motivational. So find that one thing that works for you,
that draws you
that
out.
draws you out. If it's journaling, or like you said earlier, you send voice notes to yourself, something that takes out that pain, that takes out the frustration, the emotions out of you, take them out. But one priority, I don't know what I can call it, biggest advice I can give: help is available.
Where is help available?
In hospitals, you can find help. In clinics, you can find help. If you can afford, you can seek help in people in private practice. Like for us at Day to Rise, we offer trauma counseling, trauma recovery, trauma containment, divorce, grief, bereavement. We offer even coaching, parenting, and family intervention. So you can get hold of us, and we can do virtual, we can do house calls, you can come to our offices.
So you actually go to people's houses?
Yes,
okay.
Because sometimes
at a fee.
Sometimes people are comfortable in their own space.
Okay.
So there are some people who prefer to do therapy in their own, in the comfort of their own home.
The contact details, I'll flight them at the bottom of the page, then they can reach you.
They can reach me. The contact details will be there. And we are available to help, even if it's employee wellness. Sometimes employers get to face the brand of what employees go through. We also do employee wellness therapy sessions, team buildings, culture and value strategies, where even in the workplace, so that it's a safe environment for every employee to be able to cope.
To thrive. I always say you spend most of your time in a workplace. It must be healthy.
Absolutely.
It must be accommodating. So we've spoken about suicide, what it is, what to look out for, how to support people that are going through, colleagues, friends, family. And then you've also given us resources, right? I don't think there's anything else. Do you think there's anything else we might have missed? I'm just looking at my notes and I'm thinking, I don't think.
I think from my side, it's just a plea to families, to churches. Let's not shy away from talking about suicide.
We should just go into it directly.
Even if there are no red flags.
Because I was about to, I'm actually thinking now, what we think are red flags, what you mentioned as red flags, sometimes are just stress, indications of stress, right? Like, I might just be feeling so tired and I don't want to be around people. I don't want people thinking I'm suicidal because I'm stressed. So how do you...
But then, when you have somebody who cares enough about you to come and say, Kudzai, are you okay? what is happening? Then you can tell them, oh no, I'm just going through small stuff. I just needed my space. Oh, help me understand. What does needing your space mean?
Okay.
So that person cares about you. And you explain to them, and then they'll be like, okay, there is no danger here. But every other 2 days I'll check in. Kudzai, how's it going?
Good.
How are you holding up? 2 days, how are you holding up? So that's being there for somebody who's going through something.
Okay.
So even in churches, in families, sometimes we label people who attempt killing themselves and then they don't succeed, or people who show these red flags, or they want attention, or they think we are not going to be.
But that's the narrative. To say someone that attempts suicide and fails is just a cry for help. That's what I've heard.
It's a cry for help.
Yes.
Not seeking attention, not wanting people to be afraid to rebuke them or reprimand them, but it's a cry for help. But what help do they need?
Okay.
That's where those questions now come in.
Okay.
What's going on? What are you feeling? What are you facing? Because it could be your child, but because we are not there, we are not consistent, we are not present. I'm here as a mom, but I'm not present. But then when my child attempts suicide, then I can have that opportunity. Oh, I haven't been there.
Yeah,
Let
because
me find out.
you do find 13-year-olds.
Yes.
I asked one child in hospital, like, why did you take those pills? She's like, my mom is marrying another guy and I don't really like him. And I was like...
But then when you dig deep, you might find, why doesn't she like him?
Okay.
Explore. Okay, so talk to me about this guy. What have you experienced with this guy? Something is there.
Okay.
Maybe this child has experienced maybe abuse or trauma. I'm not saying.
Just permutating.
Yes.
Yeah.
But explore. Why is this child going to the extent of wanting to take their own life? Because their mother is married. Maybe it's attachment. They feel if their mother marries, then they are going to lose their mother. So now exploring all those and going deeper helps, and it even helps the other person understand.
Okay, because the child also now begins to
Yes.
understand, okay, so my feelings are well placed or they are not.
And my feelings matter. They are genuine. Nobody's just going to
brush
discard.
me aside.
To brush aside.
Okay. No, it's a very important issue. No wonder there's even a day for it. And I do agree with you that we need to speak more about it.
We do need.
So you therapists need to create more avenues for us to discuss it. We need to hear more about it. I don't know how else we can start and have conversations.
And I think it's like what we've just done today is to have more, because suicide, you can't just have one conversation, and there is a lot that we can even unpack.
Okay.
We can even have a conversation on just about the red flags only. And how do you support somebody? We can even have a conversation about how do you support somebody who has attempted suicide. Then that becomes a conversation on its own.
Yeah, because normally, until the successful one, there is numerous attempts before, and then if care is not taken.
And sometimes there is non-suicidal self-harming, self-cutting.
Oh yeah, I do have a friend who cuts.
So that also is a red flag. That eventually
she might.
Oh, God. So how do you support somebody like that? How do you start the questions? Even somebody who's lost a family member, a loved one to suicide
could also.
Yes, how do you support them so that it doesn't become a cycle? They don't do it and then somebody else does it.
And what of people that have lost people close to them through suicide and they are blaming themselves?
Yes.
How do you help them? That's a different topic
That's
altogether.
A different topic
Let's not start anything now. So, but thank you. I really appreciate you making the time.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you agreeing to have. I think this is a candid conversation.
It is.
It's an important one. It's affecting the society. It's happening in our faces. So I would really love to engage further on it. And I'm going to flight your details. Anyone who has issues in the Joburg area, are you limited to Joburg?
No. Anyway, because even if it's out of South Africa, I do virtual.
Okay.
Out of Joburg, I do virtual. But within the Joburg area, definitely it can be house call, or they can come to our offices.
Okay,
yes.
We will definitely be visiting your premises and unpacking these things more.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's it. That's all we had for you today. That's all I came with. She's definitely going to talk about therapy. And we've packed a lot. You also make your notes. If you want to know more, please say it in the comments so that I can pass on the information to her, and then we can make plans to record more episodes on mental health. It's a reality in our lives. I was taking out life policy a few months ago, and they actually said, do you have any psychological conditions? And then when they were now reading out the cover to me, they said, we can only cover you after 2 years for suicide. And I'm thinking, they're just saying it point blank. Why would I kill myself? But the reality is I could wake up tomorrow and feel like that's the only way out. So yeah, that's all we've had for you today. Keep safe, please. If you're thinking of killing yourself, please pause, send yourself a message, write a note, see if it really makes sense on paper before you actually do it. And keep well. Thank you.
Thank you.
This episode of Candid Conversations with Kudzai was recorded at Lux Leisure Apartments, 125 Pretoria Avenue, Sandton. Your home for luxury, short and long stay accommodation. Thank you to Lux Leisure for providing the perfect space for real conversations. Candid Kudzai. Conversations flow and women grow. We break taboos, build strong bridges through shared experiences and empowering stories. Welcome to Candid Kudzai, conversations that matter. Join the conversation. Candid Kudzai.